Yo, 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 yo. What is good, everybody? Listen, your boy Big Regg, man. I'm back. Uh I'm just a little surprised pop-up stream, but I really been crazy busy, including what turned out to be about an 18-hour drive. Um, while I'm on vacation here visiting family down in Georgia. So packed up the kids. Uh We hopped in the big truck, the big wheel, as I like to call it, and we strolled our way down here. Had a lot more steps than I thought we was gonna have, but it was a good drive, a lot of fun. Um, man, your boy was tired. Oh, worn out. I'm still feeling it today. So these are the post effects. But I got you here today because over the last couple weeks, right? Because y'all know me, I'm stubborn, super stubborn. I stick to it. So over the last couple weeks, your boy has been in every single stream. And I've stood by the fact that, you know, I don't feel the Baltimore Ravens are a top half of the league team. Now, to give or take a little bit, I can understand them if they were 15. Now, this all has to do with Coach Evans' rankings of the teams, and if you haven't seen it, go check out Coach Evans' power rankings. It's the best power rankings on the market by far. Like no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And the man knows exactly what he's talking about. So I even at times me going against him on this one, I think I might be crazy. But I gotta do it, right? I gotta stand for what I believe. And what I believe is that we are, as fans, overrating our Baltimore Ravens. Now I know I've made videos about this in the past, and I know a lot of people don't agree with me. But I feel like we're putting our Baltimore Ravens on a pedestal based off of what we feel about Lamar Jackson being back, being healthy, and then finally having guys like Odell Beckham Jr. Now, this is where, Hendo, the Road Pod, if you don't know, check them out. Like I said, Sip the Tally Films and more Sip the Tally Films, where they are for the streets. They for the streets over there. Check them out. Check them out. Definitely check them out. Hendo has been calling me out on this. He's been constantly saying, I'm going to have to get on screen. I'm going to have to explain why I feel the way I feel and what I feel the way I feel about, right? So here's my explanation coming to you, right? Now, Coach, love Coach, but Coach has a double bias when it comes to the Ravens, right? Let's make it a triple bias. Okay? Coach is not only a Ravens fan, he's an Odell Beckham Jr. fan, and he's a Lamar Jackson fan, like all of us. Okay. He's also a Patrick Queen fan. He really likes Patrick Queen. So what I think you're going to see in the future of his rankings, wherever the Ravens land, I think you're going to see maybe some emotional choices behind where he ranks them. Now, let's start with I'm gonna use his format here, and I hope he doesn't get upset with me for it. But I'm gonna use his format here. Let's look at the quarterbacks, right? I'm gonna break down all these positions really quick. I don't want to keep you too long. I can't stay for too long today, but get in the comments whether it's now or after the show, and let me know if you want me to do another live soon, and we'll get back on it. But to start out with and there's one aspect I think he's missing when he's doing these rankings. I'll get into that later. Let's start out with the quarterback, right? Lamar Jackson. That guy's number 2 in the league. I don't care what anybody says. Second best quarterback in the league. Lamar Jackson. So due to Lamar Jackson alone, you kind of have to rank them a top 5 quarterback one, right? Because of what Lamar Jackson does, just like you would with the Chiefs with Patrick Mahomes. But behind him, Everybody's going to clown about this with Pro Bowl Huntley. And I think they're talking about Josh Johnson being back there again. Uh, and Anthony Brown. Now, I don't know about the rest of the fans, but I don't trust any of those guys behind Lamar Jackson, right? So if we're being realistic and based off of the talent of a backup, I will say Huntley can be better than a lot of other backups in the league. So top 5 is kind of earned. I'll give him that, right? I'll give him that. Now, I'm not gonna give a specific ranking because off the top of my head, I think the Chiefs. I think no matter what, because of Andy Reid and their system, no matter who you put at quarterback, they're gonna succeed in some way, shape, or form. I'd say the 49ers have a top tier QB room because of their head coach as well. But I'm willing to go as far as to say the Baltimore Ravens have what may be the number 2 QB room in the NFL, right? But there's other things I put into that, and it's a lot that's going to kind of help decide that. That's just based off Lamar Jackson. I don't feel any room with Lamar Jackson can be ranked lower than that. Now, to go further into it, let's look at the running backs, right? Everybody loves JK. Every Ravens fan out there loves J.K. Dobbins, probably except me. I like J.K. He's good. He's all right, middle of the pack, middle of the road. I know a lot of people gonna say he's a top 10 running back. Is he though? I mean, he has a lot to prove. He's been hurt. He's been sharing his running back duties, which is all thanks to who. And I think he personally needs to show and prove this year that he can be a top 10 back. Really? I guess it's a wait and see. Hopefully he's fully healthy. He looked good even when he was hurt and trying to recover last year. But as a fully healthy, you know, I'd say he's extremely talented, has an extreme amount of potential. But what guy doesn't, right? What player that makes the NFL doesn't have extreme amounts of potential? Now, he's not among the top 5 running backs in the league. So let's say our running back room as a whole, because I think Gus Edwards is decent. Let's say our running back room is 15. 15, right? Then we'll go fullback. Oh my God. I gotta include Pat Ricard with the running backs, right? So running back room, fullback room, they go together. Make that 18. We'll drop him a little because it's Pat Ricard. Hard Ricard. Yeah, 18. I said it. I don't care. I said it. So they're 18. Wide receiver room, 22nd. Yep, 22nd. The name of Odell Beckham Jr. and the name of Zay Flowers pushed him up for me saying dead last. So I'll give him 22nd in the wide receiver room. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Because Odell needs to show me he can play. He didn't play all last year. We don't know what's going to happen when he makes contact. As soon as he gets tackled, we have no clue what's going to happen whatsoever. So I stand by that. What up, Hendo? How you doing today, brother? Um, yeah, I stand by the wide receiver room for the Baltimore Ravens is ranked 22nd. Odell's name puts it at 22nd. He didn't play all last year. He's hurt. Yeah, he looked decent before he got hurt in the Super Bowl. But again, that was because he had a star receiver opposite of him taking all the attention. So he was able to get one-on-ones and creep underneath. So I don't know what he's going to actually bring. We don't know if Zay Flowers is going to be that guy. So just to stick to what Coach is doing with his rankings, I'm going to discount rookies. So now you're looking at Rashad Bateman, who has been hurt. We don't know if he's going to play all year. Devin Duvernay, who's not a star receiver. He's serviceable. And then you have the rest of the bums that was on that wide receiver squad, which remain nameless. Um, I'm all right, man. I'm all right. I'm tired as can be after the long drive, long trip. I'm as tired as can be. But while I had a chance, I figured I'd get up here and give you a reason for why I think Baltimore Ravens should be ranked in the bottom half of the league, at least 15 and back, right? Somewhere between 15 and 19 to me. So, like I said, our QB room, since you just got in here, our QB room is top five. I'm going to say number two just because of Lamar Jackson, right? Running back room, I'm going to drop to 18. Okay, JK, I like him, but he was hurt last year. He splits carries. Gus is inconsistent. Well, we don't know what he's going to do in this scheme. We know in that power run scheme, he was the guy. But what is he going to do in this scheme? So, but behind those two, you don't really have a guy that's a big threat. So we have to hope those two be more than what we think they are, or what I think they are, right? And then you got to include Hard R Ricard in that group, and he's pretty much useless. I'm not gonna. I don't like him. I don't like Ricard as a fullback slash, you know, slash. That's what he is. He's a slash. I'm not a fan. So you get that. That to me drops that room to 18. It would be ranked higher if Ricard wasn't part of the room. If I'm being completely honest. But I think because Pat Ricard is part of that room, he's going to force himself to be used more than need be, and that's going to throw things off a little. Okay, so that dropped the ranking for me. Wide receiver, like I said, 22. I already gave my reason for that. I'm sticking to it. Tight end. I'm gonna go ranking number. I'm gonna say we got top five tight end group. I'm gonna say number five. Give me a second. Here. All right, I am back. Sorry about that. Tight end group. I'm gonna say number five. Um, and a lot of my rankings, right? I don't have rankings as far as in depth as Coach does, but for me, Mark Andrews is a top five tight end, right? No ifs, ands, or buts about it. You got Kelsey, you got I just had his name in my head from the 49ers tight end. And then you got Darren Waller and a couple other guys. David Njoku might be better than Mark Andrews in some cases. I know he's more of an athlete. If he comes out, people think he's about to have a crazy year this year. If he comes out and his hands have gotten even better and he can stay healthy, you can give Mark Andrews a run. Yes, Kittles. Thank you, Hendo. Kittles. Kittles definitely the number two tight end in the league to me. I hands down. The dude can do everything, literally everything. So it's Kelsey, then it's Kittles. Then for me, like I said, Darren Waller, because I think Darren Waller can be pretty much unstoppable at times. And then that 4 or 5 is where you get, Mark Andrews, you know, can be a toss up with Mark Andrews and a couple other tight ends that I think are really good, like Mike Gesicki. So to me, if I'm being honest, because Mark Andrews does drop the ball, you know, he's kind of inconsistent with some stuff, especially blocking. I think he's pretty inconsistent with blocking. I was watching some stuff just the other day, and I watched him whiff on a few blocks there, and then But it's really the inconsistency with the catching for me that does it, because that's what he's supposed to be, pass catching tight end. And it's one of those things where, well, if you're iffy at your best thing, then you can't be the best in the league at it, right? So that's my personal opinion. So I got that room fifth though, because behind him is Isaiah Likely. And I think he has potential and high upside. He's fast. Again, he has to get consistent with his hands, but he's fast and he can move after the catch. That's the key with him. He can get yards after the catch because he can make people miss and he can run through some people. He's shifty. He's very shifty for a tight end. So that's the key for me. And then Charlie Kolar, we don't know what they're going to do with him if he even makes the team. I think he will, but he can catch the ball a little. Great run blocker. So it's a team with a position with a lot of versatility. So I'll give them 5. You know, and based off of those two positions, it's gonna obviously, if you average it out, it's gonna push the ratings up high. But here's another hit because I think our offensive line is it's going to be depend on who starts at left guard, but I think people underestimate that loss at left guard. I think Powers was better than we thought, and so I'm going to rank them 20th. Um, I love I have to fight this, and I have to take back about Linderbaum because Linderbaum has proved me wrong. Right, Linderbaum is a darn good center. Top 5, no, but he's a darn good center. He needs to pick up, get a little more consistent. He's been very good. I think there's a few things that he does slip up on, and he does struggle a little bit with the power blocking. But he actually did better in that than I thought he was going to do. So, but I thought he was going to be terrible. So that's not saying much. But getting them on the move, dangerous, dangerous. Another guy, Morgan Moses. He's got to be on the move to be useful, because otherwise he gets bench pressed by defensive linemen. And I'm tired of watching Morgan Moses get bench pressed every play. So we got to keep him on the move for him to be good. So what does that say about 2 guys on the line already? You got to keep him moving for him to be good. And then we got a question mark at left guard, and we don't know how much longer Zeitler is going to play for, but he's good. I like Zeitler. Zeitler and Stanley are the anchors of that line, right? Stanley now another year of health under his belt. He should be back to being a dominant left tackle. But how much is this offensive line helped by the movement of Lamar Jackson? His ability to break tackles, his ability to move out of the pocket. Those things help an offensive line look better than what they really are. And I think that's what happened with our offensive line. I think our offensive line was helped by the movement of Lamar Jackson and even the quick release of Pro Bowl Huntley. And I just, I'm sorry, it makes me laugh just thinking about it. I think Huntley's quick release, the quick dropbacks, the short passes, those things kind of help the offensive line. And as a QB, yes, it's your job to make things a little easier on your teammates, right? It's your job to get the job easier for your O line and the guys around you. But at the same time, the O line is paid for a reason. You pay your O line to protect, and they didn't do a great job of protecting when they came to the quarterback. Okay, we saw our guys getting on the move a lot, and thankfully they're very talented guys and they can move, but they were on the move a lot. Then, so I ranked them 20. Then we got the D line. I rank our D line like 28th. Calais Campbell's gone, right? Outside of him, we have nobody that's a sure thing. Roger Washington was coming on last year. He's got some potential. Travis Jones potential. Justin Matabike potential, but he played very well. But that's one of the reasons why I pulled him up to 28th was for Matabike and for Tyus Bowser, because I put those guys, the pass rushers, the outside linebackers, as part of the D line, right? And if you're gonna do that, that drops the group because that means always in it. And Ojabo, he showed a flash in one game. Like, you can't go off of one game when the man was hurt. Let's get him a full season, and this could entirely flip what I think about this team. This team could be. This doesn't mean just because I feel this way about him doesn't mean I don't think they can win a championship or I don't want them to. I'm a Ravens fan, die hard, since the since '96, since that team was created. I was a young buck. I was 8 years old. Um, so I had just started getting heavy into football. I had watched it a little bit when I was younger than that, but at that age, at 8, I was really just getting into it and just understanding it. And that's when I saw the Ravens, and I kind of fell in love with the franchise from there. So, um, yeah, that 28th for the D line. I don't think you even need to explain. You see what's there on D line. You see what the pass rushers look like. I don't think that needs to be explained. Then we get to the linebacker group. This is where I think one of the positions where they're going to get overlooked. I mean, overranked. Um, I think a lot of people are high on the back half of the season for Patrick Queen. I like Patrick Queen. Don't get me wrong, I do. Um, but I think there's people are too high on that back half of the season, right? Um, maybe another year with Roquan there, will boost it up. But PQ's got to be a better and more consistent player in general in coverage, tackling, all around. He let us down a lot at times. But him next to Roquan might end up masterful. I'm gonna put him at 10. No, no, I'm not. I can't do that because past behind them two, he ain't really got much. So one of them go down. I can't bring rookies. One of them go down. You pretty much asked out. You're stuck with just Roquan, and Roquan is great, but you still need that tag team partner, the evil twin. So let's go 15. I'll put him 15. 15. At the linebacker position because of Roquan Smith. And the potential of Patrick Queen playing better than he did last year. Then we get to the cornerback group. Marlon Humphrey and then everybody else. 23rd. Marlon Humphrey's a beast. Rockison. Rockison is trash. Nobody's gonna change my mind about that. Garbage. Hot garbage. So get him out of there. And then you got rookie, Caillou Blue Kelly. Can't rank him, right? You don't know what he's done. He hasn't done anything in the NFL. But then you got a bunch of young guys who looked terrible last year. They had moments. They had moments where they showed up and played very well. I like Pepe Williams. So maybe he grows. Maybe he gets better. But 23rd, and that's simply because of the name Marlon Humphrey, the man's monster. They should have brought back Marcus Peters. You bring back Marcus Peters, that changes this quarterback room altogether. And safety, 25th. I don't trust Kyle Hamilton. Actually, you know what? I'll put safeties at 20th because they do have depth. They have depth at safety that I like. But I don't like Kyle Hamilton as a deep cover safety. Now, I know people go, well, Marcus Williams is going to be deep cover safety. He's going to be deep cover safety, right? And then that mid range safety is going to be Kyle Hamilton. It's not going to work. We watched Chuck Clark play, but struggle there last year, right? And when they played Kyle Hamilton in Chuck Clark's position, which is what he'll be doing this year, he struggled. He looked bad, and we all said he was a bust. Every person said he was a bust, right? And I said not necessarily a bust yet, but he doesn't look good. He's a box safety, so he belongs in the box. That's not where they're going to play him. They're going to play him in the Chuck Clark role from last year, in which Chuck Clark played that mid-range safety that would help out with the corner over shadow Marcus Peters area. And with that being Rocky Sin now, and the coverage not going to be as great, that's what you're dealing with. So to me, when you put those numbers together, and maybe I should just go average this out right now, but when you put those numbers together, you're not a top 15 NFL team. by any stretch of the imagination. And I think that we just get overhyped at the thought of, yes, Lamar Jackson got a name. He's got a name at wide receiver. Because Lamar Jackson by himself with nobody is what, good for 10 rings, possibly. So, like I said, I think we'll make the playoffs. But I think if you're doing preseason power rankings, it's not a good team. They're middle of the pack. And I think we're getting overhyped just based off of there's a name at wide receiver for Lamar Jackson now. There's a different offensive coordinator in there who could get some things, knows how to score some points, knows how to make the offense move. But does it equal us being ranked preseason top 15? I don't think so. That's just me. That's just my personal thoughts. Hendo wanted me to explain this at the Road Pod there. Check out his channel. Great content. The Road Pod. Check it out. Again, check out Sit to Tally Films and more Sit to Tally, where they put the streets. Go check them out. Great content over there with Coach Evans, LBHT, Lunch Break Hot Take. Check them out. Great content. Um, OTR Mike, open mic with OTR Mike. Another that brother, great content. And I want to shout him out real quick. I appreciate you. He knows why. He's donated to the channel, the first donation to the channel. So I want to say I appreciate you. That happened a couple weeks ago. I just haven't been live since it happened. So I had this chance. I want to say thank you. I appreciate you. We're growing. Merch. Hey, people, look, check it out. Check it out. Get your Livin Big flop t-shirt. All right. Livin Big flop t-shirt. Um, I will put it in the description. I don't think it's in there yet. So I will go put it in the description. It's in my store on Etsy. Livin Big with Big Regg. Look it up on Etsy. You'll find my store. Cop your shirt. And your boy got shorts to match. And more merch coming. More merch coming. The store's listen, it's under maintenance, but you can still go in there, copy a little something, look good. I'm walking around. Hey, listen, everywhere I go, when I got this shirt on, right? Hey man, that shirt is fire. Where you get that from? I made this. Go get you one. Go get you one. Trust me, you're gonna love it. And it's soft too. It's soft, lightweight, great material. Great material. I want to wait till I got mine to approve it for everyone. It's 100% approved. Go get you one. Fantastic shirt, well worth it. Um, rep, rep, rep your Livin Big flop, man. Rep it. You know what I'm saying? We out here, we out here doing us. We repping the flop. Always rep the flop, no matter what. All right. I'm not gonna stay much longer. Want to give my quick explanation on that. Thank y'all for tuning in. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend, and bring it all back again. Your boy's at 84 subs, right? We're trying to hit 100. Let's get the channel to 100, right? We get to 100, then maybe when we get to 100, we get something, do something special. I don't know. We'll see. Something we'll have to look into, right? Maybe we'll have a subs live stream. Maybe I'll have y'all select what the theme of the live stream would be. What do you think? Y'all get to select what I stream about, and if you want to come on, we find a way to get you on the show. You could be the co-host for the show. So let's get that 100 there. You know what I'm saying? Hendo said it. 100 real soon. Real soon. We got to get it there. We're going to get it there. Let's get to that 100. Let's continue to have a good time. Y'all, finish the rest of your day out. Continue to be great. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Love y'all. Stay blessed. Peace.